Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm assuming this video will be out long after Christmas. The 2026 might have even started. I'm not even sure. But if so, Happy New Year. Today we're gonna be building a structure that I've been very excited to build, as I already built it on a server, I don't know, many months ago. But ooh, I just caught something. Look at my leg. One of them's like completely black. That's weird. But okay, yeah, I've designed this base on a server with my friends many months ago, and I knew I wanted to put this in some sort of series. I figured I would do it later, but I had this great idea with this little area here. So what we're gonna be building is we're gonna go way down there and build a laboratory, and we're gonna have this place a sort of experiment kind of thing. It's gonna be some sort of magical territory that the government has found and is doing some tests and stuff like that. But and another thing I want to do today is do staircases down every single one of these exits. That's a really important thing. So for that we're gonna need a buttload of deep slate. So I'm gonna have to go collect some of that. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Collect some deep slate. Whoa! Ouch. The deep slate has been mined, and we also got a bunch of ores. So I'm thinking we do a little bit of a ore tower, if you know what I'm saying, and check how much we got. Let's check out how this tower looks. Okay. Nice. It's taller than the magic tower. Let's use fortune on this. Remember, we had 25 diamonds. Okay, 57, and I think some diamonds might have dropped down. I'm not sure. Oh no, 58. Alright, let's check the results. Damn, that's a lot of redstone, and it's perfectly stacked, it's exactly 6 stacks. That's great. Great results from that trip. Let's start building. I'd say that's a great idea. I think without further ado, I'm gonna leave you with a time lapse of me building this bridge. No, bridge, more like a ladder. Alright, after a lot of material gathering and a lot of building, we have finally built these stairs. I'm gonna go over this one first. So this one, yeah, this is the design I came up with. It's a little bit weird, but I feel like the thing that's like mostly missing is maybe some texture on these pillars, maybe some tuff or something like that. This is where our lab will be, and you can kind of get the feel for the size now. And if we check on the other side, this is how this one looks. And this, I think, will be the entrance to the hollowed out mountain once that's done. So we have some more building to do there later. This will be the entrance to our mine shaft, which is over here. Here, I don't know what we'll do here. Maybe some sort of research facility, something, you know, more, I don't know, something like a camp with a bunch of labs. This is where our lab is gonna be. This is where like a bunch of tests, like kind of like the military base in Stranger Things. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But you know, that's, you know, just like something like that. But I'm not taking too much inspiration from that build, that place specifically. So I want to talk a little bit about the lab. The lab will be over here, and I'm just gonna go into normal gameplay. I'm gonna play as myself. The lab will be down over here. I can't really see it over there. And I'm thinking we have a huge, you know, storage system with a bunch of copper golems roaming around. The thing is, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I've already built this lab, and I built it on a server, and I really wanted to move it to a survival world. Also, look at the diamonds. Look at the diamonds. This is a lot, and I'm sure there's more upstairs. I've just been strip mining a lot. Let's start gathering materials. I just wanted to show you something, you know, just for the fun of it. You know, the material collecting is going well. And, you know, while I'm at it, I'm just going to put this over here. This is, like, pretty damn good. But I had to get some copper. Some waxed copper. Or it actually doesn't matter if it's waxed or not, because it has to be, you know, oxidized. But I decided to go to a trial chamber. And that's, you know, that's nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the loot I got from said trial chamber. You know, you might be looking over this. Oh, that's really cool. But here's the thing. I got 2 heavy cores, creator, and this smithing template, and, you know, lots and lots of more stuff. You know, this one too, and all of that, and a bunch of emeralds, which is great. If anybody who's watching this watched my last survival series, you know how much pain I am in right now. I looted over 50 vaults before I got my first heavy core. 50! The chances of getting a heavy core are 1 in 18. 1 in 18. 50! And I got 2 in a single trial chamber. I'm gonna lose my mind. Anyways, that's all. I have collected all of the materials we are going to be needing for this build. Actually, almost everything. There were some like calibrated skulk sensors and spore blossom, and I was just like, maybe later in this video, but at least I want to finish the build before I start, you know, collecting some of the details. It's a little bit disorganized. That's because creepers kept blowing up this stuff. I just couldn't see anything because of the schematic. It was just in the way of everything. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go start building. I think we're gonna have to. I'm gonna do, you know, the base outlines and all that. You know, the basic stuff first, and then I'll talk you through the building process. So, I don't know, enjoy the time lapse? No, it's not, I don't know, maybe I'll do a time lapse. I'm not really sure. I have built, you know, the first floor walls. This is kind of like literally the main part of the build. This is like what makes it look good. Actually, okay, it's between this wall and the one above it. You'll see that one in a bit, but you know, we clearly went for a pale oak to bone to mushroom stem texture. I do think it's a little bit rough, but it's definitely, you know, I think it definitely is less noticeable when there are more details around. just, you know, the plain wall, it's a little bit noticeable. I think you guys would agree, but yeah, we obviously have a hole for a door here, which will be a 3x3 redstone door. Now we have window holes obviously too, and that's gonna look good. This wall looks really empty right now, but there will be a really cool thing over here. This one will be tad bit empty, but that's okay. And if we go in here, obviously we have a lot of space. We'll have a staircase over here, and you know, I do think we can improvise a little bit with the decoration inside here, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna go build probably the roof of this little place. No, I'm gonna build the roof of this this section, or maybe I'll build the staircase to the second floor. Yeah, I'll do that, and the roof. We'll do the staircase and the roof, and I'll see you when that's done. I've done the stairs. This is what they look like. This looks good. It's good. I need to light this up. And I've not finished the roof, but I've done like the main part. I'm gonna finish it up, and I'll get back to you then. Okay, the floor is basically finished. Obviously, there are some holes here. And that's just because there's stuff, you know, covering it. I think I'll fill this in with cobblestone. It actually does feel a little dirty to have it, you know, empty. But, you know, as you can see, this is kind of messy. But we have this, like, I'm not really sure what to call this, wire pattern. I obviously didn't come up with it myself. I definitely found this on TikTok like a year ago or something. And then we have, like, this section of copper over here. And that's just because of this little section. It does connect to the interior somehow. I think I'll do like a little potion brewery thing over here, so that, you know, when this build is finished, you'll be able to walk over here and it's like this special section, you know. Now I think what I'll do next is I'll build the copper walls, and I might just also build the deep slate walls if I'm feeling like it. So I'll see you when that's done. Alright, now that the wall is built, I kind of want to show you what I'm thinking. Oh, that's an Enderman. I've blocked all the entrances here because we have already had 2 instances of some sneaky little creepers coming into my base and exploding me and my chests, and, you know, part of the base as well. So this is kind of what it looked like, of course, without the roof. Now this is like sort of a window over here, but I don't actually want this to be a window. It just happens to be like that for now. There's supposed to be like a sign here, and then it says lab, and then Z, I think. It doesn't really mean anything, the sign or the name. It's just like something I came up with, and it's kind of weird. In my original base, I had a wall over here, and this is where my room was, but I didn't really like the wall. So I think we're not going to build that wall right now, and we might actually just, you know, skip out entirely on building the room, but we might yeah, I think we might have to do like a completely fresh interior. Also, you might be wondering what this hole is over here. That's because we're gonna have like a huge, not huge, not really huge. We're gonna have a like big cylinder up here with like a greenhouse in it. I'm not really sure what that's called. I think maybe a silo, maybe. I'm not really sure. Don't flame me in the comments for this. And then we have this part over here, which I actually do like a lot. It's like kind of like a part of the lab was exploded in an accident, and they're repairing it. That's how I made like the tough. And it's like, yeah, I really like this spot. And of course, we haven't filled out any details yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the door, because it obviously is supposed to be a 3x3 redstone door. We might have to do that just with like some sort of different switch than normally, because my plan is to have a calibrated skulk sensor pick up when I'm flying or putting any armor on. That would be really useful, but I don't have a calibrated skulk sensor. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna build a sign, and we're gonna put the windows in. I might build a cylinder now. I'm not really sure, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. I'll see you when that time lapse is done. Okay. The sign is in. Now, I will admit it does look uglier on the inside. But if we check the outside out, this is how it looks. And you don't know how proud of myself I was for doing these letters. I mean, I don't know, I just felt like I had a limited space, and I managed to do I think I'm really proud of the A and the Z, and also the B. These look good, and this little logo I made here. Yeah, I think this looks really good. I think it's time we do this the cylinder, or whatever it's called, and then it'll actually look a little bit less like a box. And then when we add the roof and the extra structures on top of the roof, it'll look like a it won't be so it'll be more 3D, I guess. So yeah, I think we'll build a silo now. No, the cylinder. I'm not really sure what to call this. So and we've also added the windows in, and they would look better with what it's called what is it called, continuity, I think. And also, of course, if there was an actual floor down here, we need to come up with the floor designs ourselves for the bottom floor, because I haven't done that yet. So yeah, like, I don't know, a little bit more to go, but we're almost done with this lab. Of course, we're almost done with the main structures of the lab. The details, we might need some time to do that, and maybe we'll do that together. Okay, this cylinder, or whatever you want to call it, it has been constructed. It does look a little bit weird right here. That's because we're missing a roof, and I want to show you it from the outside. So I'm gonna hop out here, and we're gonna show you how three-dimensional this base gets with this. It really does add. I feel like it adds so much to the base, and also when we have the roof and the structure on the roof in place, it's actually just amazing. So I think I'm just gonna build the roof and the extra structure on the roof, and you know what? I might actually just detail it too, just kind of finish this in the next time lapse. It's either that, or I'm gonna detail it with you guys while I talk. All right, let's build this, and I'll see you when the roof is done. So now that we have basically finished the main parts of the build, I'm gonna go into free cam and show you. This is basically it. This looks a little bit goofy. I'll replace that with copper blocks literally right now. Yeah, this is how the door is supposed to look, except I want these to be like this. Or maybe it was the other way around. I don't really remember, but it doesn't matter. Now we're gonna do the details. So I'm gonna go into free cam and I'll show you with and without the details. So yeah, there are quite a few details. We have like this stuff and these rows of things, and I'm not really sure what to call these things, but we're gonna try to do everything. But the interior will, you know, stay mostly the same. I mean, we might build this. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of a surprise for you. You know, a little bit of a extra thing we're gonna try to do today. I'm not really sure if I'll succeed, but yeah, trying is just good enough for me. Now this arch, it looks good. I think this is just like, this is like very basic and simple, but I really like this, if you can see like this. And you know, obviously we're gonna have to terraform a little bit around this, but I'm not sure if I'll do that today. I'm kind of not in the mood to do that today, but we'll see. And we'll just let this oxidize. Now this is basically the window detail. You know, like I said, there is quite a bit detail, but not, you know, a lot. Let's try to place this over here. That's not at all right. Nice. And one of these bad boys, and then one of these bad boys, and one of these bad boys, and break that one. And I think the front already looks a lot better. I mean, yeah, this is just like very clean, except for the door, of course. We have one detail that might be a little bit of a difficult one. It's this one over here. Let's try our best to do this without wasting too much time. Yeah, I already failed. I don't remember what I need. I need something. Yeah, I need stairs. Oh my god, no. Please pick it up. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Alright, we have this square now, and this, yeah, creates kind of like, I'm not really sure what to call this. Some sort of a light effect. And it looks just like a different variation of the copper bulb. Oh man, I need a dropper. We have our dropper. Oh man. Yes, I picked it up. Okay. We have our dropper. I placed an observer. We have our dropper. Nice. Are you kidding me? I need a... I do think a tough brick wall would look better. So I'm just gonna place that one. Then we'll break this and place our chain. Yeah, I feel like the tough wall blends more than the other one would have, so this worked out in our favor. We don't have a lot left. Actually, we could start planting our crops here. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna go grab some water buckets, because for some reason I don't have one on me, and we're gonna grab our trapdoors and all that too. So basically what we're gonna do now, we're gonna activate our brains. We're gonna activate them / take this out. Okay, we're gonna activate / take this out. You probably don't understand what that means, but I don't care. We're gonna place this. Oh, this will be oxidized in the future. I just, you know, I don't have any oxidized trapdoors right now. Nice. Alright. And you might be thinking why I'm doing this, and you might have already figured it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a water source running down from over here down to there, basically watering every single level of dirt. And I'm pretty proud of myself for figuring that one out, you know, all by myself. But this is just how it looks. We're gonna place some water, and then we're gonna, you know, place some crops as well. We're gonna have to decorate this interior eventually, but right now this is like what we've got, and you know, it's kind of cozy. I feel like, yeah, we can definitely do something with this. We're gonna have to grab some cactus. Can't forget about that. Oh yeah, I've done some stuff here. I've dug like a little bit up here, and I've set up this cactus farm and this bee farm. Sweet. Alright, let's plant this, put this water in. Also put some of that cactus in. Just, you know, real slow progress for now. No, actually, this is not supposed to be like that. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry. Put the water in. This staircase is really complex, but it's kind of the only thing I could think of. Oh no, that's not good. That didn't do anything bad. Okay, back to the top. It was the only thing I could think of that would reach every single layer relatively easily. And then we can use the water stream to collect some crops. I just realized the water stream is gonna be used to, you know, collect stuff. We might need a light source in here. I'm not really sure if mobs can spawn in this, you know, tight room, but you never know, am I right? It's really dark and cozy in here. I love it, man. I might actually put some lanterns in here. Maybe some copper lanterns. Because, as you can see, copper is kind of a reoccurring theme in this build. If you hadn't noticed that. Boom. Okay, we have planted all of the crops. Except for, of course, the cactus. But we can't bone meal cactus. So, there's nothing we can do about that for now. I think it's time we, I think I'm gonna build, this little station over here, and then we'll get into the surprise. I don't really have a copper chest right now, but that's all right. We can get that later. Don't really need it. That's great. Time for the surprise. We are going to try to mess around with some copper golems. And that means we're gonna have to create a basement for them to operate in. So I'm actually just gonna get started on this basement right now. You know, of course, we're only gonna dig out the space for now, no decorating. But this is gonna be an important part of our base, and kind of like our main storage room if we can manage to figure this out. Alright, I've dug out this space, and it's pretty big. We're gonna set up a copper golem, and we're gonna do a little bit of a storage system. So I was playing around a little bit with the copper golems, and this is awesome. And what I learned is that we could basically, I came up with this idea. We can do like sections of each item. So basically all the wood types go here, and you know, maybe there's another section over here, and that's all the stone types, you know. And I think we can craft another copper chest. I'm just gonna check though. No, we can't craft copper chests, which kind of sucks, because I wanted to do that, but this also works. I do actually think we should break these and have it like this. Then I'm gonna go set up the walls now. I'm just gonna use pale oak logs for now. Now, I think what we should do is we should have like glass over here, just like glass, and we can look at these guys. And I think we'll also have like some sort of entrance in there. I'll check if I have some glass. Otherwise, I'm just gonna use stone to cover this up for now, because we don't want the golems leaving. I'm just gonna grab some sand outside. I'll try my best to do as many glass panes as I can. I want to, yeah, I kind of want to just, you know, cover the wall with glass panes. I'm not really sure if I can do that, but yeah, you know, I'll try my best. 18 chests. Do you think that's enough? Not really sure, but let's test it out. I just realized that this space is not enough. We definitely need more space. Alright, I think I've done like... I've basically finished, what should I say, the beta of the storage system. It's kind of a mess right now, but that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna show you what we've got. So I've been collecting a little bit of wood, just, you know, a tiny bit, stack of these kinds of logs, and this is kind of what we got so far. It's obviously we're gonna have to make this look a little bit better. This is just like the beta, the demo, and it's actually it's not functional until I've gotten every single wood type. So here we'll have oak, and you know, and here we'll have birch, spruce, acacia, something else, and just all of the wood types. And here we'll have some, you know, miscellaneous wood related things. I think that's it for this episode, except I do want to end it on a little silly thing. Obviously, if you've been following this series, you'll know I have the Blazing Caves resource pack or data pack or whatever that adds a bunch of enchantments, and I want to kind of finish this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a little bit of a minecart system today. Just not a minecart system, but a little bit of a minecart, just a little bit of a thing with minecarts. I want to just create a fun little experience involving minecarts. So if we craft one of these, I'm gonna go smelt some gold. Let's go in here, and we can, I think setting it up over here would be kind of funny. I think it's gonna be... So I'm just gonna do like a really simple little... No idea if this actually does anything, but if we craft some sticks and some redstone torches, that's not enough. Oh wait, actually... Oh, I am so smart. We actually did an achievement in itself right there, but let's place this here. Yeah, that's a lot of fun, you know. We're just gonna have this going forever. It's gonna be over here just running. This is just like little decoration. We might decorate this room a little bit more, have some wonky experiments going on here, but that's actually, you know what, I think we should rather have it downstairs, somewhere where it's visited a little bit more. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think this this is just funny. I think I like this. It's just so like so out of place, and you know, it might actually, we might move this later when we have a better spot for this and we've, you know, done the interior correctly, but for now this is where it'll be. And oh yeah, I forgot, I want to do one more thing. That's much better. Wow, nice. We have a bunch of, you know, copper golems walking around. I like this. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Also, by the way, I am wearing armor. I just have a texture back that makes it look like I'm not wearing armor. And yes, I still have my Christmas skin on. I'll go change that before the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.